one of the things that I am doing lately is to study creation, Genesis, from a biblical point of view. And I have found many incredible things that you can use as a principle. It's a very nice idea that you can take and you can confront people to produce an aha moment, and all of a sudden give them the opportunity to create a new culture based on that idea. For instance, when God created man, He gave him his first words. The Bible says it was a blessing for him. And the first word God tells man is, be fruitful. And we mostly don't understand, or we don't pay attention what it means. But in my opinion is that every child that comes to the world bring many great things from God, but in potential. And as a father, my obligation is my duty is to bring that potential, to its fullness. Whether this kid or this girl will be someone great in, let's say, in the medical area, or maybe a politician, or maybe, a judge of the great jury, I don't know. But my job is to develop that potential. And next, when I talk to young people, I said, look, you may believe in Jesus as much as you want, but if your life is not going in the direction that you will become fruitful, you will be disoriented in your spiritual life. You have to develop your full potential to serve God, because that's what He commanded at the beginning. And at the same time, it's a blessing. It means that God will be with you when you do it. So be happy, because if you say, Lord, I don't have money to go to university, don't worry. That's not your problem. That's His problem. Your problem is to become fruitful, to develop your... And that happens in life. People get a scholarship, or I don't know what can happen, but God does it because that's His job. But what you have to do is to be faithful. I remember my daughter, when she was at high school, I told her, listen, honey, you only need to be focused on your studies. Be the best. And when she was finishing high school, she said, where I'm going to go from here? Will I go to university? That's not your problem. You can have plans probably, but what you need to do is to be faithful with what God is giving you today. Don't think about tomorrow. That's what the Bible says. You have to be concerned about today things. And if today you are faithful to God, He will take you next step. And that happened. When she finished, something amazing that happened is that we were going to a church, and there was this American family that came to the church, and we became good friends. And all of a sudden, it happened that this lady was a key person in Wheaton College. And we got to know us. She knew my daughter, but you can get a scholarship. And we never asked for that. We didn't have the money to pay for the, for the school. And she ended in Wheaton College. And she said again, Dad, what I'm going to do now? You have to do, the only thing is to be faithful to God. Study for the Lord that day, and just every day do the same thing, 24 hours. You need to be faithful 24 hours, that's all. And she did it. And at the end of his studies, she said, now I'm going to go out and we'll find a work. How I'm going to do it? No, you just keep doing what you're doing. And next time she found a job, she was not well paid. And they said, don't worry, you just do what you have to do. And she did it. And they found out that she was an incredible person for the job, and they doubled the salary, and they gave her different responsibilities. And then she got another scholarship to go to Scotland to finish her master's degree. And then she was about to leave the country, and she said, I don't know what to do. And I said, no, you just finish and do whatever the Lord is telling you to do. That day He will take care of the next step. And next step was that she applied to many different jobs and didn't receive any significant answer. And just few days about to leave the country, they wrote her. And it was the Royal Society of Geology saying that they wanted to hire her and she said, you know that I don't understand it because all the applicants are doctors and I'm the only master who's applying, but they gave it to me. And I said, look, it's not them and it's not you. You just follow what the Lord tells you to do and He will take care of the rest, you know. And if you read the Bible, that is exactly what God told Adam to do. You know, be fruitful. I will take care of the rest, you know. So, for instance, that is a very simple and interesting principle that I share with young people. And I say, look, guy, go back to school. But I don't like it. Okay, you don't like it because at some point you mess it up. Okay, go back to that point. But it was in high school. Okay, go back to high school. You know, wherever you left the thing, go and pick it up because you won't go anywhere with God. Because He already said, be fruitful. And that's the point where you have to go to pick up the thing. And don't worry about the time, don't worry about university, don't worry about the future. He will take care of that. You know, because that's His blessing.